too much. He was pretty good in that fight. Dan slowed down a bit. We all know this. He's lost a few fights. I think his chin is a little more suspect. Regarding the TRT thing, that affects you when you're on it. People took that for a reason. It's now been banned. He's depreciated, if we will. He hasn't aged like fine wine. He's gone the other way. He's a little slower. I think there's a reason why he's saying that he's going to retire. I think the reason nobody talks about retirement and says this is my last one. The reason he says that is because he's struggling. And God bless him. He's had an amazing career. He's a legend of the sport. But all that, he's still got that knockout power though. That's what makes this fight so dangerous. It's what makes it interesting. If he was like a guy that decision people, it wouldn't be interesting. But the interesting thing is he going to knock me out again? That's what, he says he's going to, but is he? I'm telling you right now, he's not. The shoe's going to be on the other foot, and Dan Henderson will be no more.
Mike?
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm good, Fiaz. How are you?
Good, man, good. Just how much of an impact has someone like the Gracie family had on the sport, on yourself?
Oh, this is a bit of an unexpected question. The Gracie family, they were, pioneers of the sport. They started the UFC. Coach Gracie won the first UFC, and Gracie Jiu-Jitsu has been massively influential throughout mixed martial arts. Throughout mixed martial arts history.
Michael, just sum up how you're going to feel when you walk out with that belt in front of your home crowd.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible. The people of Great Britain have always supported me, and I'm very thankful for that. And when I walk out there Saturday night, Sunday morning, sold out arena, the energy is going to be ridiculous. And I remember one time I fought in Manchester, the first time I fought at the MEN, Manchester Arena now, but I was so taken aback by the support, the roar that they made. I sprinted to the ring like a madman. I was just so high on adrenaline. So I kind of learned from that. So I don't know, with a little bit of luck, there'll be the same energy because it was amazing then. I'm very, very excited. Manchester is a city that's close to my heart, obviously. I'm from just down the road, and proud to be fighting here.
Mike, with the crowd being from Manchester, what do you think they're going to be like 5 PM Saturday night?
Listen, I know that a lot of my friends are going to go out for dinner, then they're going to have a few drinks, and then they're going to go to the arena. So, I think there's going to be some sore heads on Sunday morning, that's for sure. But, whether it was 10 PM or 5 AM, no difference, people like to have a good time, and, why not? This is a big event, it's a big title fight. It's the first UK UFC title fight to happen in the UK for a long, long time. This doesn't happen. There's never been an English champion before. So, there's a lot of excitement around.
Are you hoping to lead the way for more fights to come to the UK?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. At the moment I won the belt, I stressed in the UFC, I've got to defend it in England. I've got to defend it. It's no good being an English champion and then defending it in bloody Australia or America. It's got to be England. And fortunately, the UFC kind of listened to me, and hopefully I'll be the first of many British UFC champions. That's what I hope.
Michael, Jason predicted, your coach Jason Brillo predicted, and finish against Lee Rocco last time out when you won the world title. Has he said anything to you on what he's been working on ahead of this fight? Is there?
To be honest, we've been working on everything, and I feel like I'm better than I ever have been. I'm better than what I was in the Rocco fight. That gave me more confidence. It affected my training camp, so I haven't overtrained. I feel great. I honestly feel, I feel like lightning. Honestly, I'm reading everyone's movements. My striking is very, very fast. My footwork's on point. My cardio's good. My strength is good. The mind is right. That's the most important thing with fighting. The mind. Such a physical sport. The mind controls everything. So if you're not believing in yourself, if you're not at peace, if your emotions aren't correct, your body won't perform correctly. So my mind is right, and I think I can win this fight in a variety of ways. Of course, I'm looking for the knockout though.
Mike, have you been having fun this week being here in UK and being the UK champion?
Yeah, of course. It's great. Anytime I come back to England, it's amazing. Certainly Manchester. It was nice to go back to my hometown, Clitheroe, just down the road, see my mum, see some old faces, hang out with my dad for a bit, and just remind myself of, how this all started and, where I come from. Of course, the fight's happening at 5 AM, so I've had to alter my sleeping pattern, so I haven't been out of bed long. So unfortunately, it's been a little weird. I haven't been able to go out and walk around Manchester through the daylight and enjoy the sunshine this week. I've been sleeping in and then sitting in a hotel room till 5 in the morning, watching movies and rubbish TV that they show in the twilight hours.
Michael, you've been talking yesterday at the open workouts about future challenges, GSP and Romero and other middleweights. That's not a sign that you're looking past Hendo in any way, is it?
Oh no, never. People ask me these questions, so I'll answer them. Just like now, you're asking the question, so I'll answer it. Never. Henderson's a dangerous guy. Henderson's capable of knocking me out with one punch. I'll tell you this now, for all the people complaining that he's not the rightful #1 contender, all the other #1 contenders are coming off losses, if you will. 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all coming off losses. One of them serving a suspension for steroids. So Henderson, he can do something that none of them can do. He can end it. He truly has that one-punch knockout power. We've seen it time and time again. So that makes him very, very dangerous. I would be a fool to look past Dan Henderson. Never in a million years. I've trained very, very hard. I've left no stone unturned. I'm in the best shape of my life. And listen, for all the bravado that I have here, there's going to be nerves on the night. That guy's capable of knocking me out. Of course he is. I know that. I've suffered once. I was unconscious. It took me an hour just to figure out where I was and who I was. I had to go to the hospital. This is a dangerous fight, but I want that back. I want to go at it again and set the record straight. So no, never looking past anybody.
Mike, you posted an image on Instagram from that fight.
Sure.
Is there any kind of extra motivation?
Yeah, a bit of a motivation. I mean, I guess every time I see that image that he has, for those that don't know, it's me knocked out and him knocking me out. He has it on his shorts, on his banners, it's his company logo, etc. Yeah, every time I see that, I think, I don't want to swear, but I think you bastard.
You managed to do that.
Yeah. Well, I had to. It's just the perfect way. It's in the dictionary. I think you bastard. So yeah, of course. But ultimately, that's about it. I don't stress myself out over it. I don't sit up at night. I don't, wake up in the middle of the night thinking about Dan Henderson and thinking about revenge and all these types of things. I just think about being a successful fighter and looking after my family. All you guys here, you're all doing a job, and I'm trying to do a job, trying to take care of myself and trying to take care of my family, as I say. And Saturday against Dan Henderson, that's what this is all about.
Bisping, Jacare complained a lot when he didn't get his fight.
Yeah, Jacare can talk, shut up. Pardon me?
Do you think he overreacted?
Yeah, he overreacted. How many fights has he won in a row right now? 1. Before that, he just got beat, and he beat Vitor, which is, he'll be in here soon. We all know Vitor's washed up. He's almost as washed up as Dan Henderson. So, tell Jacare to go win a fight. He's fighting Luke Rockhold, so why is he complaining about the fight? He's got an opponent. So go back to this guy's question. Don't look past Luke Rockhold. He's a tough guy. So yeah.
Michael, put your analyst hat on for a second.
Yes.
You've got a lot of great UK talent here over the weekend. Who are you looking forward to watching on replay after your fight?
Oof, my word. I know that my trainer trains Danny Hot Chocolate Roberts, and he says a lot of good things about him. Looking forward to seeing him fight. Of course, Jimmy Manuwa is always an explosive, exciting fighter, so it'll be nice to see him against OSP. That's a tough fight for him if he can get past OSP. There'll be some exciting fights for him down the line. And, it's great. I think... my mind's gone blank now. God, what's his name? He's a good friend of mine as well. Never mind, I'll come back to it later. Lots of great UK talent now on the card, so it's great to see. The sport of MMA just gets bigger and bigger all the time here in this country. It's a shame that it's taken so long to catch on, but as we can see, there's a lot of media here, and people are interested for sure.
Is it a feather in your cap that you're highlighting this celebration of UK MMA on this night?
I don't know. I don't think about those things. I honestly don't. For years people always refer to me as the poster boy of MMA for England and this and that. You never hear me say that. And if people say that, that's very, very gracious and very kind of them. But I don't look at myself like that. I'm just an individual. Just trying to go as far as I can in my chosen sport, and I'm very proud to represent Great Britain. But I don't get carried away with myself. I don't say that. It's not a feather in my cap, no.
Michael, you mentioned that GSP is trying to price himself out.
Sure.
How much do you think he is worth to the UFC if $10 million is too much?
Yeah, I didn't say $10 million is too much, but GSP is a big draw. I don't know. I haven't sat down and looked at the stats and the pay-per-view numbers and all these types of things. I'm sure he's worth a pretty penny, so good for him. Everybody wants more money. All you people in here want a pay rise. I don't mind a pay rise either. I'll take more money. We all want more money. So I'm not thinking about GSP, to be honest. He threw my name out there. If he wants to do it, I'll do it. But it's probably never going to happen. But if he wants to,